Good morning, friends. I am Kalpesh Chodia from SNJB, PD Surana Junior College, Chanwad. Today we are going to teach about the second method of depreciation, which is known as return down value method or WDV method. In this method, the depreciation is charged on the balancing amount of asset. Means after deducting the depreciation of first year, whatever amount should remain on that amount, the second year depreciation is to be calculated. You can properly understand this concept by this example. This is very simple example to understand the concept of the return down value method. Let's read the problem. Messrs. Omkar Enterprise Jalgaon acquired a printing machine for Rs 75,000 on 1st October 2015 and spent Rs 5,000 on its transport and installation. Now here we already seen that the installation charges will be added to the cost of the asset, and therefore the cost of printing machine is 75,000 plus 5,000 is equal to 80,000 on 1st October 2015. Now another machinery for Rs 45,000 was purchased on 1st January 2017. Depreciation charge at the rate of 20% on a return down value method. I again repeat, by which method the depreciation account should be solved is given in the problem. So properly read the problem. On 31st March every year, prepare printing machine account for first 4 years. Now here, which 4 years we have to calculate is not given. So whenever we purchase machine from that year, we have to calculate the 4 years. Now here the financial year is important. So on 1st October 2015, the first printing machine is purchased by Messrs. Omkar Enterprise Jalgaon. And therefore 1st October 2015, this date is came in financial year 2015-16, because our financial year start on 1st April 2015 and end on 31st March. Therefore 1st April 2015 to 31st March 2016, between this period our date is came, which is 1st October 2015. Therefore the said asset is used for 6 months, that is from purchasing date to 31st March. That is from 1st October 15 to 31st March 16. Now another machinery is purchased on 1st January 2017. So the related financial year for this date is 2016-17, because again year starts on 1st April 2016 and end on 31st March 2017. Between this period, 1st January 2017, this date is came, and therefore the financial year for that is 2016-17. Now here we use that machinery for 3 months only, from 1st January to 31st March. Here only mentioned as 12 months, you correct them. So after getting the financial year, here only 2 financial year we got, which is 2015-16 and 16-17. And we have to calculate the printing machine account for 4 years. Therefore, the next 2 years means 2017-18 and 2018-19. This financial year also we have to take into consideration for solving the problem. Now, we start the preparation of chart, because without chart it is not possible or it is very difficult to prepare printing machine account. So chart is very important. So let's we go. See, here the depreciation chart is there, in which there are two machines, machine 1 and machine 2. Fourth column is total. Now on 1st October 2015, the cost of the first machine is 80,000. 75,000 printing cost plus installation charges 5,000. Total becomes 80,000. So in total column also we write 80,000. Now on 31st March means next activities happen on 1st January 2017. It means in next financial year. But before next financial year, on 31st March we have to calculate the depreciation. And therefore depreciation on 31st March, which is shown in red, is 80,000 into 20% into 6 months, because the machine we use only for 6 months, and therefore depreciation is to be calculated for 6 months only. Therefore the depreciation amount came in rupees 8,000. So on 31st March 2016, the total depreciation amount is 8,000. After 31st March 2016, the next date is 1/4/2016, means 1st April 2016. So on 1st April 2016, the cost of the machinery is 72,000. That is, depreciation amount 8,000 should be subtracted from the cost of the machine 80,000. So 80,000 minus 8,000 is equal to 72,000. Therefore total amount should be written as 72,000. Now on 1st January 2017, another machinery is purchased for rupees 45,000. And therefore on 1st January 2017, machine second 45,000, total 45,000. Now the total cost of the machinery is, machinery first is 72,000, machinery second 45,000, total of these becomes 1,17,000. Now we have to calculate depreciation for on 31st March 2017. Now here first asset is used for 12 months, means for whole year, and therefore full depreciation is charged on this first machine. Now here you have to see one thing properly, that the depreciation amount is calculated on the balancing amount, that is, the balance on 1st April 2016, that should be considered while calculating depreciation under written down value method. Up to last example, we see that we charged depreciation on original cost because the method is different. But from today, we calculate depreciation for a different method, which is called written down value method. The name itself tells us that whatever value remaining, means written down, that value we have to consider while calculating the depreciation amount. Therefore, depreciation is to be calculated on the 72,000. So on 72,000, the rate of depreciation is 20%, and therefore 72,000 into 20% is equal to 14,400. Now on second machinery, first of all see the period. Second machinery we use for 3 months, that is from 1st April 2017 to 31st March 2018, and therefore depreciation is to be calculated for 3 months only. Now the cost of the machinery is 45,000. So on 45,000 at the rate of 20% for 3 months, the depreciation amount came is rupees 2,250. Means 45,000 into 20%, which is equal to 9,000 into 3 upon 12, means 9,000 upon 4, which is equal to 2,250. So total amount of depreciation on 31st March 2017 becomes 16,650. That is 14,400 the depreciation on first machinery plus 2,250 the depreciation on second machinery. So total of these became 16,650. Now on next financial year, means 2017-18, the cost of the machinery should be, or printing machine should be 57,600 for first machine, that is 72,000 minus 14,400, which is equal to 57,600. And for second machinery, 45,000 minus 2,250, the balance is 42,750. In total, addition of both of these machines should be made, which came to rupees 1,03,050. Sorry, 1,03,50. This amount is also came if you see the properly total column. In total column, 1,17,000 should be there. From this 1,17,000, we subtract the depreciation amount of rupees 16,650. Still we got the amount as 1,03,50. So the column wise and row wise, it must be tally. Now on 31st March 2018, we have to calculate depreciation because in the problem, nothing is happen after 1st January 2017, and therefore we just have to calculate depreciation for the remaining 2 years. Now in remaining 2 years, both of these machines are used for whole year, and therefore full depreciation is to be charged on these assets. But only you have to take into consideration properly that the depreciation amount is calculated on the balance of the asset. So here balance is 57,600 for first machine and 42,750 for second machines, which I have shown in bold letters. So the depreciation is 57,600 into 20%, which is equal to 11,520, and on second machinery 42,750 into 20%, which is equal to 8,550. So total cost of the depreciation becomes 20,070, that is 11,520 plus 8,550. So after deducting this depreciation amount from the balancing amount of asset, we got the next value, that is value on 1st April 2018, which came rupees 46,080 for machine first, that is 57,600 minus 11,520, and on second machine 42,750 minus 8,550, it becomes 34,200. Addition of both of these should be 80,280, that is 46,080 plus 34,200. Or you can also got this amount by subtracting total amount of depreciation from the remaining total amount of asset, that is 1,350,000 minus 20,070. Still the amount is 80,220. I again repeat, row wise and column wise subtraction should be same in both the cases. Now the depreciation on 31st March 2019. Now here balancing amount is 46,080 for machine first and 34,200 for machine second. Therefore, on this balancing amount we have to calculate the depreciation for the whole year because the asset is used for the whole year. Therefore, 20% on 46,080 is equal to 9,216 and 20% on 34,200 becomes 6,840. So these are the amount of depreciation for machine first and machine second respectively. Now adding both of these depreciation amount, we got the total as 16,056. So after deducting 16,056 from 80,280, we got the amount as 64,224. Or subtracting depreciation amount from each of the machine respectively, that is 46,080 minus 9,216, which becomes 36,864, and subtracting 6,840 from 34,200, we got the amount as 27,360. Addition of both of these machines should be 64,224. Means the basic difference between fixed installment method and return on value method is, in fixed installment method the depreciation is always calculated on the original cost of the machinery, and in return on value method the depreciation is calculated on the balance of the machine or balance of the asset. So this is the basic difference between these two. After that we prepare machinery account. See machinery account. In machinery account, on 1st October 2015, two balance brought down is written there. If you see the problem, it is clearly given that Mrs. Omkar Enterprise Jalgaon acquired a printing machine for rupees 75,000. Now here machine is acquired, and therefore instead of two balance brought down, the word should be to cash or bank account. So to cash or bank account becomes 80,000. On that depreciation should be calculated. Therefore on credit side, on 31st March 2016, by depreciation account 8,000. How the amount of 8,000 should be came, we already seen in the chart. So the balance is 72,000. That is 80,000 minus 8,000 is equal to 72,000. Here you should have the chart which we have already prepared, and on that chart you see the total amount column only, and the total amount column figure should be mentioned in this machinery account. So you just look out at total column and see each and every figure properly, because all the calculations we already made, we have to just put out that information in this account. Now on next financial year, the balance on 1st April 2016 became 72,000. So we write 1/4/2016, two balance brought down 72,000. Now here whatever the amount of balance carried down, that amount should be written as balance brought down. Now on 1st January 2017, Another machinery is purchased, therefore we write as to cash or bank account 45,000. Now on that depreciation on 31st March 17, by depreciation account 16,650 means depreciation on machinery 1 and machinery 2, both of these depreciation will be added together and final figure of rupees 16,650 is written in machinery account. So total of these debit side is 1,17,000 and credit side is 16,650. After subtracting 16,650 from 1,17,000, we got the amount as 1,350. So which is called as balance carried down. So written on 31st March 2017 as by balance carried down 1,350. So on next financial year on 1st April 2017, to balance brought down should be also 1,350. Now only depreciation is calculated on 31st March 18 by depreciation account 20,070. You see the chart for these figures, you can properly understand how the figure is came. So on 31st March 2018 by balance carried down 80,280 means subtracting this 20,070 from 1,350, the balance is 80,280, which is closing balance. The closing balance of financial year is the opening balance of next financial year, and therefore on 1st April 2018 to balance brought down 80,280. Again on this 80,280, 20% depreciation should be 16,056. Means 80,280 into 20% is also 16,056. Or you see the chart. So by depreciation account is written there. Then the balancing figure means after deducting this 16,056 amount from total of debit side, that is 80,280. We got the balance carried down as 64,224. Make the total, and in next column you must write on 1st April 2019 to balance brought down 64,224. In this way this machinery account is prepared. After machinery account, the next account is a depreciation account. In depreciation account, you just have to mention the depreciation amount from machinery account. Means on 31st March 16, 17, 18 and 19. On debit side you have to write to machinery account, and the depreciation amount is transferred to profit and loss account at the end of the financial year. Therefore, financial year ended on 31st March 16, 17, 18 and 19. Therefore, depreciation amount is to be transferred to profit and loss account at the end of the year. So on 31st March 2016 to machinery account 8,000. Balance of this 8,000 should be transferred to profit and loss account. Therefore, 31st March 2016 by profit and loss account 8,000. On 31st March 2017 to machinery account 16,650. You just see the depreciation amount only, and that amount you have to enter in this depreciation account. The same should be transferred to profit and loss account at the end of the year. Means 31st March 2017 by profit and loss account 16,650. Now on 31st March 2018 to machinery account 20,070. Same amount should be transferred to profit and loss account. Therefore 31st March 2018 by profit and loss account 20,070. And for last year on 31st March 2019 to machinery account 16,056. On 31st March 2019 same balance should be transferred to profit and loss account. Therefore by profit and loss account 16,056. So this is very simple example to understand how to calculate the depreciation under a written down value method or reduction value method or diminishing balance method. just properly understand the chart, how the chart figures should be reflected on machinery account and depreciation account. Also properly understand this concept so that it becomes easy for you to got the full marks in this account. Very simple is there, only calculations are there. If calculations are perfect, then there is no problem to solve the depreciation or machinery account. So on next lecture we take, if machinery is sold, then how the effect of that machinery should be given. Till then, have a nice day. Good day.